hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You went with the vibe, don't waste my time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If you look at this Colt defense, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ayuk going to go in motion right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Hey, I thought it was 4th and 2. 4th and 2, we can go for it on any down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson, rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 3rd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Ayuk goes in motion. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Matt Araiza now. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken in at the 22. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
have one word to describe what I just saw there, especially for the defense, it's confusion. Half of them playing to run, half of them playing to pass. Your offensive line is doing their run blocking best. That allowed him to escape for a monster run downfield.
Gay is on for the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every play certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
Steps away. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. You want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Swift going to try up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off play action. Richardson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes Tony on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This is 2nd and 8. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Richardson looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen. And of course, a special play.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here we go. Jack. Come on, no. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good play today.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's caught, Lockett. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Matt Gay on 4th field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll come up.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney, 79 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Richardson looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 43-yard line.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And they'll run it here.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes second down. Mahomes to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense.